Hi, my fourth quarter reflection. I learned a lot. Nothing really specific to go over from what I've learned, but also it's just kind of an accumulation of the year. I feel like I've learned a lot. Reflection. One thing that I did really learn from this quarter was Orwell's Why I Write essay. That taught me a lot. The motives of authors, or the possible motives of authors, that made me think about Jane Eyre and Lord of the Flies, about what were the author's motives. So from reading that essay of Why I Write, I started thinking back of all the other blog posts of all the other authors that I read in this class, and so I'm making me think, why did the author write this? What were their motives? And that in itself, these motives, have helped me realize how to do point of view for my AP Euro class, because we're required to do point of view. So this class helped me with another class, and Orwell helped me. I found a poem that I wrote in 8th grade, and here it is. Where are life's lessons? If no answers can be provided, why are there questions? Who is the answer? Who has experienced enough? Who has felt so much? Who has seen too much? For example, how is it possible to be normal? Is it normal to be normal? Describe normal. Original feelings, original tastes, original. Is everything original? Is there really an answer? Does everything end or just begin? Does life stop or just end? Is time moving too fast? Are we falling behind or catching up? Those were poems. That was a poem that I wrote in 8th grade. And I looked at my blog post, a poem inspired by Kipling, and I can see the drastic difference. Now, maybe it was an accumulation of the years, but I can definitely see and identify the tools that I've taken from other British authors and applied to my own writing. I mean, it's a poem inspired by Kipling. Kipling, I used some of his tools to write that poem. So one thing that I've learned this course, or this quarter, is how to utilize the tools or the methods that other British authors have used and apply it to my own literary works. That's a major thing that I've learned. Another thing was the different websites that we've used, how to utilize them. Like Canva, I use that a lot. I use that with my math project. I use it with my club. I've just been using that website and abusing it. I really enjoyed that website, and I feel like everything that we've learned this quarter, this whole year, the websites, the programs especially, also the tools that I've been able to identify from different authors will benefit me in the future, and not only just in my senior year. So this is helping me build up my resume, this class, this quarter, but also it's helping me build my skills, my literary skills. Being able to identify the point of view of an author, being able to take just an ordinary piece, not knowing anything else about it, but seeing how they wrote the poem, what type of verse structure they used, and seeing, what's the merit of that. And maybe I might want to translate that into one of my pieces, so my piece can be truly extraordinary. I feel like from all of these authors that we read about, like C.S. Lewis, Bronte, Kipling, they all were teachers to me in some way, in that maybe they weren't meant to be teachers, but the way that they wrote, the way that the things that they talked about, the way that they talked about it, it can teach us something. It can teach us anything. And realizing that this quarter, I believe, has definitely helped me. And I want to go back and pretty much change a lot of my blog posts or my approach to different assignments, because this quarter has taught me how to utilize all the tools from every single quarter and truly expand on it, so my pieces, my productions, my creations can truly be professional and organized and creative. So I've learned a lot from this course, and I'm truly excited to apply it to the future and to my resume. Thank you very much.